In the dense jungles of Vietnam, silence was more than just a sound. It was survival. Soldiers relied on bicycles, simple yet ingenious machines. Reinforced with bamboo and steel, these bikes became lifelines, capable of carrying hundreds of kilos of supplies through the thickest brush and narrowest trails. Imagine moving swiftly, no engines roaring, no tracks left behind, just the quiet whir of wheels gliding over the earth. At night, these soldiers vanished into the shadows, their movements undetectable. Pursuers couldn't catch them. They couldn't even hear them. It wasn't about high-tech gadgets or flashy equipment. It was about ingenuity and resourcefulness. These bicycles were a testament to human creativity, proving that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. In a world where noise often gives away your position, these quiet wheels powered a hidden army, turning the jungle into a sanctuary of stealth and strategy.
In the rugged mountains of northern India, a unique challenge emerged. Soldiers needed to transport ammunition through narrow, treacherous caves where no vehicle could fit, and human carriers struggled under the weight. That's when they turned to an unexpected hero, an elephant. This magnificent creature was trained to carry heavy loads, navigating the dark tunnels with an uncanny grace. It wasn't just muscle that made this elephant special. It had an incredible memory. Each twist and turn of the winding path was etched in its mind. Over 14 trips, this silent courier proved its worth, moving through the caves without a guide. The soldiers watched in awe as the elephant maneuvered expertly, delivering crucial supplies to where they were needed most. Its strength and precision turned the tide of a challenging mission. In a world where technology often takes the spotlight, this elephant reminded us of the power of nature and instinct. A true hero, it carried not just ammunition, but the hopes of those relying on it. In the heart of the mountains, a bond was forged between man and beast, showcasing that sometimes the most unexpected solutions are the most effective.
In 1973, during a critical moment in history, Egypt faced a daunting challenge. They needed to launch a surprise attack, but the vast desert posed a significant obstacle. How do you move tanks across open terrain without being spotted? The answer lay in an ingenious plan: camouflage. Egyptian forces draped their tanks in sand-colored nets, transforming them into mere dunes against the backdrop of the desert. From above, enemy satellites and spies saw nothing but empty sand. It was a masterclass in deception. Under the cover of darkness, these disguised tanks rolled silently across the landscape, their movements hidden from prying eyes. As they approached their target, the element of surprise was palpable. The enemy, completely unaware, was caught off guard when the attack began. This bold maneuver not only showcased the power of clever camouflage, but also shifted the tide of battle. It was a pivotal moment that demonstrated how innovation and strategy could outsmart even the most advanced surveillance. The tanks, once mere machines of war, became symbols of tactical brilliance, proving that sometimes the best offense is a well-executed disguise.
In 1972, a group of Singaporean commandos faced a daunting challenge. Their mission? To infiltrate an enemy harbor without making a sound. Picture this: small, silent rubber boats gliding across the water, no engines to give them away, just the soft splash of paddles cutting through the night. They approached 3 heavily guarded checkpoints, each one a fortress brimming with watchful eyes. But these commandos were trained for this. They moved like shadows, slipping past each barrier, relying on their skill and the element of surprise. Finally, they reached their target, an enemy ship, a floating fortress of secrets. With precision, they planted their spy equipment, a silent testament to their resolve, and just like that, they vanished into the darkness, leaving no trace behind. No shots fired, No alarms triggered, just the quiet confidence of men who knew their craft. This mission was a masterclass in stealth, a reminder that sometimes silence speaks louder than words. It was a complete success, a perfect execution of strategy and timing. In the world of covert operations, this was a story of triumph, where the quietest approach led to the loudest victory.
In 1870, France found itself in a precarious situation during a tense siege. Traditional communication methods were too risky, often falling into enemy hands. So what did they do? They turned to an ingenious solution: hot air balloons. Imagine this: balloons soaring silently over enemy lines, carrying encrypted letters that held vital information. These balloons, drifting on the wind, sometimes landed in neutral countries where they could be retrieved safely. It was a clever form of aerial espionage, a way to send messages without the risk of interception. No radios, no planes, just the simple yet brilliant concept of using balloons to communicate. Each flight was a gamble, but the stakes were high. The secret balloon messages played a crucial role in shaping history, allowing France to maintain contact with its allies during a critical time. It's fascinating to think about how something so simple could have such a significant impact. In a world where technology was still in its infancy, these balloons represented a bold leap in strategic communication, a testament to human ingenuity in the face of adversity. In 939, Finland faced a relentless invasion from the Soviet Union. Outnumbered and outgunned, we had to rely on our wits and the harsh winter landscape. That's where skiing became our secret weapon. Picture this: Finnish soldiers gliding silently through the snowy forests, moving like shadows. We weren't just soldiers, we were ghosts on skis. With every turn and twist, we outmaneuvered the enemy, striking swiftly and then vanishing into the white wilderness. The Soviets called us the White Death, a name that struck fear into their hearts. Our tactics were daring, almost like a dance with death. We would hit hard and fast, then disappear, leaving confusion in our wake. Our ski skills gave us unmatched speed and agility, allowing us to defend our homeland against overwhelming odds. Each mission was a test of courage and cunning, and we became legends in our own right. The world saw us as unstoppable forces of nature, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the spirit of a nation can shine bright. We were the skiing ghost soldiers, and we fought not just for survival, but for the very soul of Finland.
In 1944, the Allies faced a daunting challenge in Italy. German forces were entrenched at every river crossing, making a direct assault nearly impossible. But necessity breeds innovation. Under the cover of darkness, a team of engineers embarked on a daring mission to build a floating bridge, silent and unseen. Imagine the tension as they worked, tools muffled, no lights to betray their presence. Every sound could mean discovery. They had one shot to get it right. By dawn, a 100-meter bridge emerged, perfectly camouflaged against the water, invisible from above. As the sun began to rise, tanks and troops crossed this secret lifeline, moving quietly and efficiently. The Germans, unaware of the engineering marvel unfolding right under their noses, were caught completely off guard. No gunfire, no explosions, just the brilliance of flawless execution. This invisible bridge became a testament to ingenuity and stealth, allowing the Allies to outsmart an entire army without a single shot fired. It's a remarkable story of how creativity and courage can change the course of history.
In the 1960s, Algeria faced a daunting challenge: how to move weapons without attracting attention. Their solution? A life-sized cardboard camel. Yes, you heard that right, a camel. This ingenious disguise allowed them to transport rifles, grenades, and ammunition right under the noses of airport security. Imagine this: a giant camel painted and crafted to look like a cultural gift from Algeria, loaded onto a passenger plane. The security guards at the airport saw this massive cardboard creature and assumed it was just a harmless exhibit. No one thought to inspect it closely. As the plane took off, it carried a secret arsenal hidden within that seemingly innocent camel. Once they landed, the moment of truth arrived. The camel was opened, revealing the hidden weapons inside. The mission was a resounding success, showcasing not just creativity, but also the lengths to which nations will go to protect their interests. This bizarre yet brilliant heist remains a fascinating chapter in the history of covert operations.
During the Cold War, NATO faced a daunting challenge. An enemy base was eavesdropping on their every radio transmission. But instead of tightening security, they turned the tables. They decided to use the enemy's own ears against them. Imagine this. NATO began broadcasting carefully crafted fake messages, whispers that floated through the airwaves, troop movements that never existed, attacks that were mere illusions. The enemy, desperate for intelligence, repositioned their forces time and again, chasing shadows and phantoms. Each whisper was a meticulously laid trap, leading them further into confusion. NATO forces moved freely, their real operations hidden beneath layers of deception. No bullets were fired, no direct contact was made, just a clever game of misinformation where words became weapons. This was the War of Whispers, a battle fought not with artillery, but with cunning and strategy. In the end, it wasn't just about winning battles. It was about outsmarting the enemy, proving that sometimes silence speaks louder than gunfire.
In 1942, on a tiny island with almost no defenses, a remarkable story unfolded. Imagine the scene, spies reporting dozens of tanks and artillery, but the reality was far different. The locals, faced with an impending invasion, got creative. They crafted fake tanks out of wood and canvas, painting them to look like the real deal. They placed these decoys on hills, shifting them daily to create the illusion of movement. To sell the ruse, they even added fake tire tracks and oil spills, making it all seem so convincing. Enemy planes flew overhead, spotting what appeared to be a full battalion ready for battle. And just like that, the invasion was aborted. The entire army was nothing more than art, shadows, and sheer guts. It's astounding how creativity and resourcefulness can turn the tide of war. This was a victory won not with power, but with ingenuity, a testament to the human spirit in the face of adversity.